love this.
Very
Hi,
nice.
how are
Very
you?
good. Happy to be here.
Excellent. Welcome, welcome. So tell us where you're joining from,
So,
and tell us a little bit about the piece that's on exhibition behind me.
sure. So I'm calling in from Manchester, New Hampshire, not far from the gallery.
I love that.
And the piece on the exhibition, I'm actually quite pleased that you chose that one from the several that I submitted, because there's a love story behind it.
Oh my goodness.
And it came from, for me, 20 years of collaboration with professional musicians and classical orchestras. And I started in 2 years ago with Symphony New Hampshire, got involved with a lot of their work. And they also tend to move in areas of testing boundaries and taking risks and chances. And so the conductor in this particular case is a guest conductor who was there with them. And for anybody who's a gamer, if they know the game Journey, this is
Oh, wow.
the person who composed the music for it. His name is Austin Wintory. And I got involved in taking pictures using them for the exhibit, for the show. But the love story came afterwards because he and his now wife were exchanging a lot of their work online, long distance
Wow.
relationship. And they called it Brushes and Keys. And they
Oh, that's
acted as each other's muse. It's just a beautiful story. They were both there during the concert. And so there were a whole lot of photos that I had taken, private for them, not shared. But when he was in rehearsal conducting, that's when those pictures, the particular one that's there, took place. And it was a photo. And I've done so many photos for so long, but influenced by the work that Angela was doing. And the piece that she sold just in time, just recently, it was one of her earliest pieces. And I thought back, my goodness, you do this work for a long time, it can become rote, or what makes it different. And just the notes of transferring ownership, of working with others. I started playing with color because the particular piece that she had just sold, and she put that up on Instagram, I was like, wow, I love the colors. I love what, the concern of a good home and all of those things for the art. And I just started playing with color on photos and seeing what I could do differently, because you do so much for light balance to get it just perfect as a photo. And this is art. This is
right.
a creative side going beyond it. And as his forehead and his hands lit up, I realized that was and you can't reproduce it. I'm not doing it by numbers. It's really a visual experience. And so I've done a whole series now going back on some of the more recent work, but that was one of the several that I had submitted that really jumped out at me. So it was quite an exciting thing to see that, it got juried in, you liked it.
Of course, yeah, and it was so striking to me, and I know that you are super knowledgeable in photography. I mean, you've been photographing for a number of years, so I knew it was intentional. If you were a younger artist, I might have asked a question, but I knew that there was a story there, and I thought that that was a really interesting way to edit the work and present the work, and I knew it was super intentional. So now hearing it, yeah, what a beautiful idea. I love that. Thank you, Keith. What's going on for you? What's coming up next? Are you showing anything, or what are you working on
So
personally with art?
right now I have a show touring in Maine. It is about Maine's first ship. It was originally built in 1607, 1608. And for the last 25 years, a group of people just outside of Bath have been working on it. They found an archaeological dig. Long story short, it launched 2 years ago. And I've been involved in documenting it. I've been involved now as a volunteer. And so I captured a whole lot of images that really reflect well on the volunteers. It's over 200 volunteers over a 20-year period.
Wow, that's
All
amazing.
volunteer labor building a ship. It's the reconstruction of the first English-built ship in the Americas. And so it's been in a couple of libraries. It's traveled around. I have it online on my website, but there's some gorgeous pictures about it. And it's on its way to Coast Guard certification. It will be a teaching ship, bringing students and keeping seafaring traditions alive. So for me, that's an awful lot of fun. I like helping those kinds of projects along. And between those two and then looking to the fall, I'm looking at what could be the next news show. And you and I have talked a little bit. I have some ideas of this
Of course.
idea of capturing certain moments and doing something with them. So I'm going as I take pictures now, I'm actually thinking about them in a very different way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, excellent. Oh, I love that so much. Well, wonderful to chat with you, Keith. So thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for being in this exhibition. And yeah, thank you for your time tonight. Everyone can check out all of the works on view in the current exhibition group effort at seesaw.gallery. So go there to learn more.